The destroyer of Khorne ensures his enemies are naught but blood-soaked dust!
Alrighty, hello everyone, welcome to Malleus Gaming, I'm Malleus, and today we are going to be taking a look at Arbaal the Undefeated, champion of Khorne, doing a legendary first 20 turns guide. Arbaal the Undefeated wanders the world in search of epic battles, traveling vast distances to seek out challenges of Khorne to gain his favor. So Arbaal's big faction mechanic are the challenges of Khorne, whereby he has to fight legendary lords across the world. Checking out Arbaal's stats, as you can see, he's a bit of a beatstick, as you would expect from a Chaos Warrior Lord of Khorne. Taking a look at his traits, he has a particular focus on mortal units for his army. Global recruitment duration -1 for all units, weapon strength plus 10% for non-demonic units, passive ability Hellblade for Chaos Warriors, Chosen, Chaos Knights, and Skull Crushers of Khorne. Base weapon damage increases by 20%, armor-piercing weapon damage increases by another 20%. Also, he has the Gaze of Khorne. He cannot move during this, but it causes moderate magical damage, severe disruption, strong versus multiple combatants, basically a big explosion centered around him that'll devastate enemy infantry units that he's engaged with. Taking a look at his unique traits, first one, Eye of Khorne, available at rank 12. Lets his army replenish in foreign territory, which is fantastic, especially if you're going to be being aggressive, pushing into enemy lands to reap their skulls. Additional Khorne corruption +4, and the ability Eye of Khorne. Any enemy unit that is reduced to less than 20% of its hit points, you can turn into a unit of Chaos Spawn, so eliminating them completely and then giving you a strong, expendable unit that you can just send into combat. Revels in Carnage. Attacks cause the discouraged effect, so reducing enemy leadership, +8 melee defense, +15 bonus versus infantry. Thirst for challenge, enemy battle reinforcement time +30%, weapon strength +15%, and the passive ability Thirst for Challenge. This ability will increase weapon damage, armor piercing, weapon damage, and melee defense up to a maximum of 25% for the damages and 20 for the melee defense. This increases in intensity with each enemy entity in range, so sending Arbaal into those big hordes and just letting him go to town, he's going to be getting buffs with all the enemy units surrounding him. Devoted to the Blood God, increases the number of uses for the Eye of Khorne, so you can get 2 spawn units. Cooldown reduction, 50% to Gaze of Khorne, so you can use that to cause more and more explosions. Physical resistance, 15%. And Mortal Champion of Khorne. Again, this is playing on Arbaal's focus on mortal chaos units. Devastating Flanker for Chaos Knights and Skull Crushers. Expert Charge Defense for non-demonic infantry units, all units in army. An upkeep reduction of 15% for Chaos Warriors, Chosen, Chaos Knights, and Skull Crushers. Fantastic pick. This is probably going to be my first one after unlocking Eye of Khorne. Final unique trait, Unbreakable Host. Cause terror. Unbreakable for Arbaal. Unbreakable for non-demonic units rank 7 and above. So all of your mortal units, once they've reached rank 7, will become unbreakable. Your heavily armored, highly dangerous melee units, unbreakable. The enemy will have to destroy every single model within that unit. That is crazy. Great traits. I love these. We have the Skull Throne. This lets you make use of all those skulls you'll be harvesting. The more skulls you'll spend, eventually you'll be able to unlock the higher tiers. 40,000. I see what they did there. I'm not going to go over them all because there are quite a few, but I'll just mouse over them. If you want to take a look, you can pause. Dissipation's Domain, Devotion's Tithe, The Wound in the World, Blood ex Nihilo, Bread in Bloodshed, The Gift of Glory, The Endless Fuel, Fury's Flight, The Wordless Edict, and Destruction's Diktat. Starting off, you have a Cultist of Khorne. I'm just going to join that into the army.
I grasp the intent.
Unfortunately, at this moment, we can't check out the challenges of Khorne, because we need to attain 5 favor. You get favor for winning battles and certain events and challenges and whatnot. But let's get that going.
Nothing survives me.
Okay, so first battle, I'm going to start off by putting the flesh hounds forward deployed in these woods so they're hidden. You start off with some Chaos Warriors of Khorne with halberds. Those are great anti-large units, effective against these ogres. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to set up in the middle, having the halberds on the flank to engage with the ogres on their flank. Arbaal and the cultists can go in the front. The Blood Shrine of Khorne going to be sitting back, actually, on the left flank, going to be fighting in the forest. Skull Crushers of Khorne, they're going to be going on the right flank. So just advancing up ahead, keeping the Flesh Hounds hidden in the woods. Once the lines engage, I'm going to use the Flesh Hounds to ambush anything that gets close. The Skull Crushers should easily be able to take out these Ogre Bulls on the flank. Okay, here come the Ogres. We got some Saber-Tusk on the flank, going to be taking them out with the Flesh Hounds, and then setting in the Skull Crushers to attack some ogres in the flank. Flesh Hounds taking out the Saber-Tusk. Halberds chasing after some ogres. Still trying to get my heroes to attack their lord. There we go. Go get them, boys. Getting some nice fighting in here. This lord is holding on surprisingly well. Why are my Chaos Warriors coming back? There we go. Victory. Alright, 1 Khorne's favor gained. 4 more, and then we can see the challenges screen. Got some skulls. We got out of that fairly well. Only took 28 casualties. Really barely anything. Alright, missions resolved. We got another Khorne's favor. Perfect. Capture and occupy following settlements for the next mission, Pillar of Skulls. So the thing with Khorne is that typically you're not really occupying settlements, you're going to be razing them down and then passively colonizing them. For the sake of the mission, we're going to be occupying this. It's going to cost us a significant amount of skulls, but that's alright. We'll be getting more. Route Marcher for the first skill point. Going to be having a settlement battle here. Alright, we got another fight. Ogres and Noblars. Again, probably nothing too crazy. The ogres are set up on a hill. We got a center line of Noblars, and then ogre bulls on the flanks. So we're going to do something similar to what we just did, although this time we're going to set up Arbaal and the cultists on the left flank to deal with the ogres there. The Blood Shrine of Khorne going to back in the middle. Cavalry going to be going on the other flank. Going to try and pull away some of the ogres so I can take them out one at a time. Alright, I'm going to want to try and pull some of these ogres out of their line, so I'm going to send in the Flesh Hounds, try and get their attention. They're not quite taking the bait. Not yet. But I'm sure they're hungry for corn dogs. Look at this false retreat in action. It's almost like I did a video on that recently.
It is done.
Keep pulling back. Alright, Skull Crushers going in. Let's get the infantry going in. And now, countercharge. As the ogres have realized they made a mistake. Here comes the rest of the armies. Noblars aren't anything to worry about. Skull Crushers ripping up these ogre bulls. And they're fleeing already. Gonna sweep them around back. Big charge on the back. Rest of the ogre lines wavering. Oh, there we go. Easy victory. They all running away. Another Khorne favorite gains. Got some skulls. We took 5 casualties, barely anything. So yeah, as you can see here, occupying is going to cost 2,500 skulls. Basically, it's half of what we have, but for the sake of the mission, I'm going to do that. Normally, I'm going to be going skulls for the Skull Throne, raising the settlement, getting a significant amount of skulls and some money. You could also do some sacking for significant amounts of money. Or Blood for the Blood God, which will spawn a Blood Host. You lose 1,500 skulls for it, but good if you're going aggressively into an enemy territory and want some additional armies to help you out. Khorne's favor, another +1, so we're at 4 already at the end of the first turn. This is really up to preference. I like to do the blue line fully before moving on to the other lines, so we're going to be doing Call to Bloodletting. Additional chance of stealing magic items at the end of a battle, but income from post-battle loot increases eventually up to 15%, which is decent. Replenish troops on the Cultists of Khorne. Gonna be recruiting some Chaos Warriors of Khorne, as well as some Marauders of Khorne. Remember, Arbaal has a significant focus on mortal infantry units, so we're going to be basically ignoring the demons for this run.
I am an army.
Let's take a look at his faction effects as well. Challenges of Khorne, which we have discussed and will discuss further. Upkeep minus 10% for non-demonic units. Construction costs minus 50% for mortal military and defense buildings faction-wide, as well as construction time minus 50% for mortal military and defense buildings. Again, just placing more of that emphasis on mortal units. So we're going to be focusing on growth, and Pillar of Skulls has a special resource building that will generate income and skulls. Make sure to get your research in. Like to start out income from post-battle loot plus 10%. That's a pretty good boost for right away. Okay, start of turn 2. Just going to increase the growth building in the Stormrack Mount. Going to be heading south. We got more ogres to deal with. This is going to be a minor settlement battle for the ogre camp. Shouldn't be an issue at all. They have some gorgers, but the skull crushers should be able to take those out no problem. Since we have significantly more units and they are just straight up better than most of the ogre units, we're going to go for the surround. Going to spread those ogres out. See where we can punch in, hopefully as many places as we can. Okay, we have the surround. Time to take the camp. Alright, we got my characters punching in through on this side. Halberds following up with their anti-large bonuses. Let's see, we got Noblars guarding. This side looks clear for my Chaos Warriors to enter. I'm trying to figure out where the Gorgers are. Oh, here come the Gorgers. Skull Crushers coming in for a big flanking charge. Skull Crushers doing some work against the Gorgers. Enemy Lord is taking some serious damage. Enemy Lord fleeing. And Gorgers are down. Took some damage on my characters and the Blood Shrine, but overall only lost 12 units, so not bad at all. Okay, so we've hit 5 Khorne's favor. We can finally take a look at the challenges of Khorne. So, it's split into 3 separate tiers: a worthy battle, which is the easier challenges, the perfect challenge, which is a medium difficulty battle, and the ultimate bloodbath. These are the very hard difficulty battles. First one, Blood God Stirs. As you can see, you get favor, Khorne's favor, and skulls for completing these, and these increase the higher tier ones you do. So what you can do is that for a cost of 5 Khorne favor, you can teleport over to that location. Additionally, there are boons that you can activate. You can have up to 3. They cost favor to activate as well as an upkeep per turn. So you'll have to make sure you have a significant amount of favor before you start utilizing these. Again, I'm not going to go over each one, but you can pause the screen and see what they do. There's Blood Shall Spill, Honor Before Reason, Brass Orbs, which does the Khorne's Wrath ability, Khorne's Presence, Khorne's Legions, Storms of War, Vultures of Slaughter, and Terrors of Blood. We're not going to do anything just yet. My army is not quite ready. We're going to advance further down to Karak Dum, go into the Demonic Portal stance, allow you to do some global recruitment. We're going to get some Chaos Warriors of Khorne with Halberds, another unit of Marauders of Khorne. Okay, go into turn 3. I didn't activate any boons, but I got the mission successful. That might be a bug. Gonna start researching Slaughterer's Pride. That'll give us the Relentless Rage ability for all our armies. We're gonna be focusing on this section of the tree. Got bonuses to infantry units, particularly mortal ones. Keeping the fight going, we're gonna go take Karak Dum now. Mainly Noblars and Ogres. The Ogres won't be able to hold the wall, so it's gonna be just Noblars up there, so I might as well send in my infantry forces, scale the walls, overwhelm them in a tide of slaughter. Okay, looks like from this gate, a straight run over to the victory location. I guess I'll use Arbaal to bring it down. Punching through with my halberd should be good there, as well as my skull crushers. So they're going to be going through the gate. Quick tip for sieges: if you have fast units, you can put them on the opposite side of where your main attack is going to be. The enemy is going to send units to deploy to counter them, but you can just pull them back with their speed to where your main attack is going to be. Speaking of my main attack, ready to scale the walls. Oh, I have more halberds. And here we go. Commence the assault. Alright, let's get Arbaal in there. Okay, they sent some units to counter our flesh hounds, but they're not even gonna bother. They're just gonna run around over here. Gonna get our units to quickly scale the walls and take out the defending Noblars. Ladders have docked. There we go. Noblars aren't gonna be putting up much of defense. Gate is almost down. Arbaal doing a lot of damage very quickly. Got my halberds scaling the walls. Got halberds at the gate itself. Gonna be able to sandwich the defending ogres with them. Enemy gates are destroyed. Alright, characters going in. Halberds going in. Infantry have definitely taken the walls. Ogres are fleeing. So, gonna send in my fast units to go take that capture point. Okay, looks like my skull crushers got caught in a kind of a bad position. But we got support coming in. Okay, Chariot's gonna have to engage some ogres. Skull crushers are taking some damage. I don't want them to get too weakened. Reinforcements have arrived, though. There are a lot more ogres than I thought there were. Okay, these ogres are broken. And there we go. Army shattered. Alright, we got a decisive victory. Armor of Khorne as a reward. That's awesome. Armor plus 25. Let's get a blood host. That will help sort of expand our reach for right now.
This will please the new arrivals.
Let's continue our blue line progression with Arbaal. Alright, we're going to send over our blood host to Tribe Slaughter, while Arbaal is going to be able to head further south here. Another unit of halberds, and then dual weapon marauders. Taking a look at the victory conditions. Short campaign victory, complete 8 challenges of Khorne, occupy, loot, raise, or sack 30 different settlements. You get the chainsword as a reward. Long victory campaign, you gotta do the short victory. Occupy, loot, raise, or sack 60 different settlements. Complete 15 challenges of Khorne, and you have to destroy the ecstatic legions, I believe that's Azazel, as well as perform 8 rituals within the Skull Throne. Long victory achieved, Lord recruitment rank plus 10. So because of the focus, because of the need to destroy the ecstatic legions, there he is, Azazel, my darling. You can, of course, go pretty much wherever direction. Up north is Archaon. Archaon does have a non-aggression pact with you, so your north would be fairly well defended. So you do have the option to go north and then like east or west. I'm going to be going south because of the need to take out Azazel. The Chaos Dwarves are further south. Taking Uskulak would be a great way to defend your southern border and then allowing you to head west. So we'll see how things go. Alright, start of turn 4. Karak Dum has been taken over. Passively, awesome. That was a lot faster than I thought it was going to be, so I can get that going. Although I'm gonna need some money. Okay, let's get our blood host going over to Tribe Slaughter.
I am Khorne's judgment.
Arbaal is going to go down to take out Fort Dwarrslav. Top of turn 5, we got research done, so let's get that another one going. Research, spread rage, chance to automatically colonize ruins in your province at turn start plus 5%. 2 turns to do that, that's a pretty good boost. So we'll get that going and then get back to the military research. I'm just going to auto-resolve this because I don't particularly care how long this host survives. We're going to lose a lot of units, but that's fine. Khorne's favorite gains. Perfect. And we're going to skulls for the skull throne that. What's left of my little blood host I'm going to send down here. Karak Dum, we're going to be focusing on the mortal aspect of the chaos forces. Their skulls we're going to have to convert. Declaring war against these Norskins. They're just in my way. Again, we're going to auto-resolve this because this is kind of overwhelmingly in our favor. But when you're playing, you're going to want to... I know it goes against what I'm doing. You're going to want to manually fight as many battles as you can. Generally, you get better results. In this case, though, I'm just going to auto-resolve. Skulls for the Skull Throne. This is what I'm talking about. Uzkulak, a very defensible position, basically blocks off this passage into our territory. So you might want to look into taking that. Chaos Dwarves might get aggressive with you, so that would be a good opportunity. But in the meantime, we're going to focus on taking the Goro-Madni Mountains. You may have noticed, too, that after raising a settlement, I think this is a Khorne trait overall, but you get a little bit of movement bonus after raising a settlement. Top of turn 6. I'm going to be advancing Arbaal further into the Goro-Madni Mountains. Karak Vlag. Going to be the next place we attack. Top turn 7. Research has been completed. So we are going to go back to the military. Start researching Warborn. Currently have a 25% chance at the start of the turn to occupy the settlement. In order for that to happen, though, you do need a foothold in the province. So I like to take the settlement capitals and then raise the minor settlements and eventually take those. The capitals have a reduced chance of being settled, so I just like to manually take it. Alright, let's take them out.
Blood for the blood god!
Looks like we have a choke point battle. So the enemy is going to be coming from there. Their one unit there is going to be defending. So I'm going to send in my cavalry real quick to take out their lord there. And then hopefully I can deploy the rest of my forces to occupy the choke points. Okay, here we go. Cavalry coming in. This lone guy defending... Alright, so looks like he is fled. When the enemy comes in, we can get a good flanking after that. Give him a good spanking. Alright, here they come, but looks like I am in position. Can just sort of wall them off. Kind of hoping they're going to go here. Or are they just going to stay up there? Oh, don't tell me they're just going to stay up there. Oh, to have some artillery or something right now. Looks like they're not going to be coming down to play, so let's go say hello. We've almost got our net in place here. Okay, here they come. Finally. The Marauder Berserker is doing some damage to my Chaos Warriors with halberds. These guys overextended. Let's pull them back. Looks like we lost a unit of flesh hounds. Arbaal, get in there. There we go. Looks like the enemy army should be breaking. There they go. Alright, we still got some more fighting to do, so let's replenish as much as we can.
Feast, my servants!
Start working on Lightning Strike.
Slaughter made manifest.
Okay, I'm actually not going to lose any units, so that should be fine. We can probably auto-resolve this and keep going.
I bring oblivion.
And we're going to occupy that. Again, I'm going to take a big chunk of out of skulls, but that's fine. I'd rather occupy the provincial capital and passively occupy the rest. Alright, so we took some damage, but we're going to be replenishing. The Blood Host is down just to the Lord with 222 hit points. Well, I guess I can use him as a scout. Once I take the other settlements and get growth going there... Yeah, let's get the Marble Quarry going here. And this might be a good time to get a Skull Throne ability active. For 1,000 skulls, yeah, chance to automatically colonize ruins in your province at turn start +5. Let's get that going.
A token of our duty, for a token of his might.
Looks like we can upgrade Karak Dum, get that going, and then, let's see. Yeah, we'll get the kennels going here. Top of turn 8. Let's see what's going on. We got Astragoth Iron Hand nearby. Not sure what he's going to be up to. Clearly nothing good. But I want to take out the Temple of Heimkel real quick. Then we can focus on what's going on with these Chaos Dwarfs.
Khorne's greatest champion!
Upgrade the Pillar of Skulls. Looks like these guys might take out the Temple of Heimkel before I get there. That's going to be annoying. Okay, looks like the Chaos Dwarves took Fort Dwarrslav, and the Kislevites took Temple of Heimkel. That's annoying both ways. Astragoth is right here. Might be better for me to close off my southern flank and then proceed west. It's mainly orc laborers and goblin laborers. The blunderbusses are going to be dangerous. Let's see how we go. Okay, and they have a hill. That's great. Let's get our cavalry going at the flank here. And our dual weapon marauders, they're going to go up the flank as well. I'll have my shielded marauders as a meat shield. And then back them up with the Chaos Warriors. Arbaal, I'm going to go in with the main assault. Let's go! Let's get the marauders going in on the flank. Okay, assault beginning. Oh, my reinforcements arrived. The demon with like the 200 hit points. I guess let's get him into the blunderbusses. Get Arbaal taking out Astragoth. Alright, looks like the blunderbusses are vulnerable now. Alright, we've got cavalry going in. Arbaal, how you doing? Looks like we're doing alright. Okay, let's get the Skull Crushers following this Great Taurus. I think he's going to be attacking us. Yes. Full Centaurs charging into our halberds. Good position for them. These halberd warriors are use some help. They're being swarmed by though these armor-piercing orc laborers. Okay, Great Taurus is broken. Arbaal's taking some hits. Okay, Astragoth is wavering, and there he goes. Perfect. That went pretty well. Took some hits, but that's to be expected. Ooh, can get a lot of skulls for this. Sounds good to me. Arbaal's level 10 has got access to his Fleshhound mount now.
Arbaal the Undefeated!
Maxed out Lightning Strike. Perfect. Alright, time to head back, lick our wounds, and continue our attack on the Chaos Dwarfs. Okay, so I lost the Fleshhound unit, so let's get a Warhound unit to replace them. And our Scout. Alright, Tribe Slaughter has been colonized. Let's get that building up. Karak Dum, we're upgrading our kennel to unlock Khorne Gores and Forsaken of Khorne. And we're going to get a Skull Harvester for mortal mounts. Chaos Chariots, Marauder Horsemen of Khorne with throwing axes. Perfect. Now that we have full control of the Skull Road province, I'm going to go with the Monuments of Rage commandment for increased growth and construction cost reduction. See, Arbaal is going to go here. Research is done, so let's go with melee attack +6 and leadership +6 for infantry units. Rage Within. Okay, top of turn 11. We are in position to attack Fort Dwarrslav. The Pillar of Skulls, we're just going to upgrade our resource building. Let's get some more growth going. They have a lot of Hobgoblin archers. Shouldn't be a problem. Famous last words. Alright. We're going to do a similar plan to before. We're going to have the shielding Marauder meat shield in front of our Chaos Warriors. Dual weapon Marauders for a flank, and then our cavalry on the other flank. There's less trees on this side, so that's why I'm sending them in there. Right, the enemy army is advancing to meet my cavalry. I mean, I can probably just charge them in. Like, they're goblins. I'll get that going. Then my main infantry assault is going to hit their flank as they're distracted. And my Marauder flankers are going to do their job. Ooh. Chaos Whorehounds took a beating there. Okay, there go my Flesh Hounds. Oh. Here, where are you going? Get in there. Get in there, Arbaal. Alright, that took more damage than I thought. But seemed to be doing alright. Cool. Yeah, we just had to get to grips with the goblins, and then they pretty much fell apart. Just took some initial burst damage from them, though. That was pretty significant. Alright, we lost our Flesh Hounds, but that's fine. I'm going to replace them with other stuff soon. And skulls for the Skull Throne.
Skulls for the Skull Throne.
Yeah, Marauder Horsemen with throwing axes would be good. Alright, we're going to get some upkeep production on Arbaal's army. We're going to get Karak Dum up to tier 3. Alright, top of turn 12. Looks like we settled Frozen Landing. Don't have any money, though, for it. Arbaal's going to need some more replenishment, but we're going to head down to Uzkulak. Capture that. Tribe Slaughter, we're going to get some growth going. Max out our replenished troops. Top of turn 13. We occupied Fort Dwarrslav, finally. Again, don't have any money for it, and we're actually losing money now. Pyrrhic victory. Oh, we're going to lose a lot of units. Let's get some siege towers going.
Who is it?
Let's see here if we can get some money from anyone. Bone Rattlers? Sure.
I'm listening. Draw your weapon of choice.
Now declaring war. Great. Alright, Rage Within has been researched. Let's get Giant Slayer now. That gives additional armor for Chaos Warriors, which is good. For the sake of this video, I'm just going to auto-resolve, but I highly recommend that you would fight this.
I bring oblivion.
Not too bad. Okay, I got enough skulls. Perfect. That's what I was worried about. And occupy.
This will be a holdfast of Khorne.
Perfect. So capturing Uzkulak, that is going to guard my southern flank. And now, let's see. Let's do a quick deal. How about a peace treaty, Disciples of Hashut? Alright, so I can get a significant payment from them for peace. I am okay with that. Now I can focus on the Kislevites.
Shotgun.
Okay, we can start working on our unique skill line. So let's start with the Eye of Khorne. And Mortal Champions. Upkeep reduction as well. That's really going to help us out. I'm going to want some growth going here. Get rid of this. And Chaos Warriors barely cost anything more than the Marauders, so I think probably just better off with them. Scala at Vingrim quest has begun. Have to raid for 800 gold. Alright, Uzkulak's looking pretty good. Let's get some growth going. Yeah, this part of the thing with this campaign is that I feel it's going to be fairly reactionary. You can try and determine what path you want to go to, but then things are going to pop up that you'll have to deal with. In this case, I think I've got a pretty good hold with the Chaos Dwarves here. Nice defensible fortress here guarding my southern border. I should be able to advance to deal with Kislev. Alright, Karak Dum, we can do some upgrades. Here, ooh, looks like we can get a Khornite tribute for Mortal Champions and get Skull Reapers and Chosen. Hells yeah. Also upgrade our kennels so we can get Chaos Knights. Looks like our cultists can get a trait. Melee defense plus 10. Enemy leadership minus 6. I feel like this would probably be the better one to pick if I can stack leadership debuffs on the enemy. But I'm going to go with the Iron Hive. Melee defense plus 10. That sounds fun. Alright, we're going to capture Temple of Heimkel, Frozen Landing, and then we can start raiding into Kislev, or take out Malachi. Alright, top of turn 17.
All shall fall before I am done.
Arbaal's army seems to be in position. Let's see, they got 2 Kislevite armies here.
You dare give me orders?
How much of a garrison is in Temple of Heimkel? Just a small garrison.
Keep it.
Should be able to take these armies out one at a time since I've got Lightning Strike on Arbaal. And I think I have... Yep. Summon from Beyond is still active, so I can summon Bloodletters. Lot of Kislevite warriors. Not much else, though. Right, advancing up. Gonna get our cavalry situated on the flanks. Main infantry line going in, and then marauders for the flanks, since they are a lot more vulnerable than the Chaos Warriors. Alright, here we go. Let's get in position. Time for the charge. Summon some Bloodletters behind them, get their archers. Let's get our Marauder Horsemen in to do maybe some assassinations. Looks like the Kislevites have a different idea. But that's alright, we can take them out. This unit could use some help. Looks like the Kislevite forces are starting to break.
Tankers of scouts.
Looks like they're just holding on because of their special ability. And there we go. What? What just happened to the map? Where am I? Oh god. Oh, there we go. Back to normal. Alright, that went pretty well. What else can we upgrade here? Yeah, this too. Chaos Cultist has finally reached Gate of Khorne, so we're going to start pumping that so we can summon more and more Bloodletters. Gonna upgrade the Marble Quarry with the money we just got. And I can recruit a Exalted Hero. Looks like one more fight. Post-victory, we're gonna lose a Marauder unit, which is fine, because, well, I'm gonna have a Exalted Hero coming in, so... Again, I would manually fight these battles for the sake of this video. I'm gonna be auto-resolving.
I bring oblivion.
Let's see, we're going to skulls for the skull throw in this bad boy. Gonna go into the demonic portal so we can get some replenishment. Then we're gonna advance up to Frozen Landing. Devoted to the Blood God, so we're gonna just finish up our unique line with this and then Unbreakable Host. Maxing out Gate of Khorne. And we got enough money that we can do some more upgrading. Let's get Pillar of Skulls up to tier 3. Here we are, top of turn 18. We've unlocked Arbaal's quest for the Destroyer of Khorne. Looks like we're gonna have to fight some vampire counts. Gonna be looking into that once we've settled our business with the Kislevites. We got Giant Slayer research for additional armor and for our Chaos Warriors, and a bonus versus large of +8 for the Halberd units, and quest issued for Karanak, the Hound of Vengeance. Have to build a trophy hall. Continue our research, we're going to go with Blood Whirlwind for melee defense +5 for dual weapon infantry units, as well as bonus versus infantry of +8. We can level up our Mortal Servants building up to a arsenal, so we can unlock Chaos Warriors of Khorne with dual weapons and Chaos War Shrines. And then let's throw in a Trophy Racks building. Trophy Rack will increase post-battle loot, income from raiding, and income from sacking and looting settlements. It's a small amount, but with enough of these, it's going to be adding significant bonuses. Arbaal pushing ahead to Frozen Landing. Doesn't look like anything's there.
Eternity teaches patience.
And get some more replenishment before we hit it. At the top of turn 19, just going to be capturing, well, not capturing, destroying Frozen Landing, and hopefully we're going to settle it soon. And just sort of pushing back the Kislevites as best we can. We are probably going to have to deal with the Masters of Innovation soon, but in the meantime we can just farm up some experience and skulls and favor from these Kislevites.
Blood. I must.
Wow, we get one skull from that. Just further upgrading our core province. Top of turn 20, looks like Frozen Landing has been settled. We have almost gotten control of the Goro Madni Mountains. So from this point, you should have a pretty good base from which to strike out at. The Skull Road should be under your control, building up those settlements. Goro Madni Mountains, either fully under your control or close to it. You've got Uzkulak defending your southern border. That's a really great place that you can slap an army in. You can get a garrison building going in there, as well as this dominance building for upkeep reduction and attrition to enemies in the region. That will help keep your borders safe. Also has an iron mining building for +5 armor to all armies. Recruitment reduction, recruitment rank increases, and income. So that's a great place to capture. Highly recommend it. That will then allow you to basically do whatever you want to do. You could travel further west, going into Kislev, perhaps going into Norska itself. You do have to take out the Ecstatic Legion as part of your victory conditions, and then that'll leave you open for doing whatever challenges. I mean, this works out for me because I've got Azazel as a challenge, so I could probably just teleport to him, take him out, and deal with them right away. The key thing with this, just make sure you have enough Khorne's favor. You want to teleport over to your target and maybe activate some boons. They do have an upkeep cost, so it will drain your favor fairly quickly. But other than that, the world is your oyster. The Khornate units are extremely powerful. In a one-on-one battle, you typically shouldn't have any problems. Like I said, I do recommend you manually fight the battles, as auto-resolving will lead to you taking more casualties than you should. Your north shouldn't be too much of an issue. You have Archaon there dealing with Boris. You have a non-aggression pact with Archaon, so he'd be able to guard your northern flank and as he does whatever it is he does. But if you do want to advance north, you can do that as well. You can go east, you can go west. I think you typically have challenge targets up north as well. In my case, I've got Archaon as a challenge target at some point. At this point, you should have a pretty good bastion from which to strike out from. Hope you guys enjoy that. Hope it helps you out in your battles to come. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and hit that notification bell, all that good YouTube stuff. And let me know what you think. I'll see you in the next one, guys. I hope you have a great one. Bye!